missed my exit on purpose, then blame the traffic light. I watched you keep your eyes ahead, like left was never right. I could've said, turn back now. I could've checked the map, but something in the quiet road made me fold my warning back. The guitar caught the second beat before I found a line, and every little wrong turn started sounding right. You missed my exit, and I let you drive. One more song, one more corner, one more borrowed mile. You missed my exit, like you knew I wouldn't mind. Sometimes leaving later is the only honest sign. You said we can circle over. I said it's not that far, but my hand stayed near the window, drawing nothing on the dark. The city kept on changing lanes, the radio played low. I had a chance to end the night and somehow didn't go. I almost made it simple, I almost made a stop. Then the bass moved underneath me like a heart that learned to talk. You missed my exit, and I let you drive. One more song, one more corner, one more borrowed mile. You missed my exit, like you knew I wouldn't mind. Sometimes leaving later is the only honest sign. Maybe this is not a promise, maybe this is not a plan. Just your fingers on the steering wheel and my silence in your hand. You missed my exit, and I didn't turn away. I watched the road go wider than the words I couldn't say. You missed my exit, like you knew I wouldn't mind. Sometimes leaving later is the only honest sign. You missed my exit on purpose. I let you drive past mine. You said you'd take the longer road because the river looked nice at night. I said text me when you make it, like I wasn't holding on too tight. You laughed and called me careful. I said someone has to be, but the guitar heard the other part I tried to keep from me. The rhythm leaned a little closer, the bass moved under low, and every easy sentence had somewhere else to go. Call me when you get home, that's all I meant to say, but it sounded like I need you in a small and ordinary way. Call me when you get home, let the night know you're alright. Some words look like nothing till they're carrying a light. You stood there with your jacket on, still talking through the door about a song you heard last Tuesday, like you had time for more. I watched the hallway hold you, one step from goodbye, and wondered how a simple phrase could give my heart away. chose. Like they knew the safest language is where the feeling goes. Call me when you get home. That's all I meant to say, but it sounded like I need you in a small and ordinary way. Call me when you get home. Let the night know you're alright. Some words look like nothing till they're carrying a light. Maybe care is not a confession. Maybe it's close enough. Maybe love begins in places too familiar to call love. Call me when you get home. I won't keep you on the line. I just wanna hear the quiet turn safe on the other side. Call me when you get home. Let the night know you're alright. Some words look like nothing till they're carrying a light. You said you'd take the longer road. I said call me when you get home. I left my shoes by the door, like they had walked enough for me. The hallway kept the shape of the day in a silence I could finally read. No big collapse, no movie scene, just keys dropped in a ceramic bowl. And the kind of tire that tells the truth when nobody asks you to hold. I almost called it losing, I almost called it small. Then the guitar in the next room leaned a chord against the wall. I made it home. That's more than nothing. I made it through without becoming stone. I made it home with my heart still running. Shoes by the door, and I'm not alone. There was a message I didn't send, a name I didn't need to prove, a little anger in my hands that slowly found another room. I watched the city from my face, let the mirror look at me. Someday surviving has no sound except a chord that lets you breathe. I almost made a speech of it, I almost turned away. Then the bass moved like a footstep and asked me just to stay. I made it home. That's more than nothing. I made it through without becoming stone. I made it home with my heart still running. Shoes by the door, and I'm not alone. Maybe I don't need a victory, maybe I don't need a sign. that's more than nothing. I made it through a little less unknown. I made it home with my heart still running. Shoes by the door, and I'm not alone. Shoes by the door, I made it home. You came in 3 minutes late, like you always almost do. I pretended not to notice, then saved the corner seat for you. You said the bus has changed again. I said the weather turned too soon. But underneath our easy talk, something kept arriving new. We never called it anything, we never made a plan. Still you knew when I would be here, and I knew where you would stand. It's almost Sunday when you look at me that way, like the week was only waiting for the part we never say. It's almost Sunday, and I try to let it pass, but every time you smile like that, I want the morning back. You tapped the rhythm on your glass, I heard the guitar follow you. A little turn, a little pause, like it had a secret too. I asked you if you had to go, you said not for a while. And something in that simple line made a home inside your smile. We never crossed the open space, we left it warm and wide. But your sleeve brushed my hand once, and I carried it outside. It's almost Sunday when you look at me that way, like the week was only waiting for the part we never say. It's almost Sunday, and I try to let it pass, but every time you smile like that, I want the morning back. Maybe it's nothing, maybe it's how beginnings sound. A chair pulled out a song, turned low to people not quite found. It's almost Sunday, and I don't wanna be late for the quiet little moment when your eyes give you away. It's almost Sunday, let the afternoon move slow. If this is still a maybe, I don't need to know. You came in 3 minutes late, I saved the same seat anyway. I found the message after midnight, the one I said I'd never need. You wrote it like a throwaway line, but it kept coming back to me. Not the goodbye, not the reason, not the part where we were brave. Just 7 words in the middle, like a note you meant to save. I don't play the whole thing anymore, There's a second near the end I still don't wanna let go. It's the part I replay, the part where you almost stayed, the little break inside your voice when you ran out of easy noise. It's the part I replay, like a song I shouldn't know. I keep saying I moved on, then I let that moment go slow. The street outside was half asleep. My phone lit up the kitchen wall. I heard you laugh behind the silence, like it wasn't gone at all. Maybe memory cheats the time, and maybe I do that on my own. But your words still find the doorway to the room I don't call home. I don't miss the whole of us. Some days I mean that line, but one small sound can turn around and put your hand in mine. Is the part I replay, the part where you almost stayed, the little break inside your voice when you ran out of easy noise. Is the part I replay, like a song I shouldn't know. I keep saying I moved on, then I let that moment go slow. Maybe I'm not waiting, maybe I just wanna hear that once before the ending you were almost here. It's the part I replay, the part where you almost stayed. Not enough to call it hope, not too small to fade away. It's the part I replay, and I'm softer than I show. I keep saying I moved on, then I let that moment go slow. 7 words in the middle, still the part I replay.
You waved from across the corner. I thought you meant someone behind me. By the time I turned around, you were laughing into your sleeve. I've always been slow with signals, good at missing what is clear. You could leave a light on for me, I'd still ask why it's there. Then the guitar slipped in early, like it knew what I would do. One small rhythm ahead of my heart, pulling me closer to you. I'm always 2 beats late, but I'm learning your time. You smile and look away, I catch it after the line. I'm always 2 beats late, still you leave a little room, like you know I'll find the feeling if the song comes back to you. You said I saved you the good seat, like it didn't mean a thing. I made a joke about the weather while my chest began to sing. There are people born for answers, they arrive before the door. I need one more turn around the chorus, then I know what I'm here for. You tap twice on the table, I heard the bass reply. Somehow all my almost started falling into time. I'm always 2 beats late, but I'm learning your time. You smile and look away, like you know I'll find the feeling if the song comes back to you. Maybe you don't mind the waiting, maybe I don't have to run. Maybe love can keep a tempo for the slower one. I'm always 2 beats late, but I'm closer than before. You smile and look away. I don't miss it anymore. I'm always 2 beats late. Still you leave a little room, and I finally find the feeling when the song comes back to you. 2 beats late, but I'm coming into time. You didn't ask me where I've been. You just played that little line again. 2 notes leaning into 3, like you heard something under me. I kept my jacket halfway on, like I was only passing through. But every chord you let ring out made the room feel less untrue. I almost laughed, I almost left, I almost said the safer thing. Then your thumb brushed the quiet strings. You played it like you knew, like my heart had told on me before I had the nerve to, before I could disagree. You played it like you knew, and I stayed for one more song. Not because you asked me to, but because you weren't wrong. I watched your fingers miss a note. You smiled like it was part of it. Maybe that's what made me stay, the beautiful unfinished bit. I had a sentence in my mouth, the kind that disappears with time. But your guitar kept circling back around the truth I tried to hide. I almost called it nothing new, I almost kept my guard in place. And that small riff found my face, and you played it like you knew, like my heart had told on me before I had the nerve to, before I could disagree. You played it like you knew, and I stayed for one more song. Not because you asked me to, but because you weren't wrong. Maybe I was tired of leaving, maybe you were tired too. Maybe some things sound like answers when they don't know how to move. You played it like you knew, like the quiet had a key, before I had the nerve to say what it meant to me. You played it like you knew, and I stayed where I belonged. Not because you asked me to, but because you weren't wrong. Play that little line again. I might tell the truth by then. I kept the demo on my phone, the one with traffic in the take, a chair that moved, a missed guitar note, a laugh I didn't mean to save. It never made the final cut, too rough around the second line, but something in the almost there still sounds more honest over time. I tried to clean the noise away, tried to make the edges shine, but the part they kept on finding me was the part that stayed behind. I kept the demo, the unfinished little truth. The song before I knew myself had something left to prove. I kept the demo with the crack inside the tune. Maybe I was better there when I was still becoming new. I named the file a throwaway, then played it back for half a year. That shaky verse, that open string kept saying what I couldn't hear. I used to think the perfect take would finally let me move along, but the one with all the mistakes is the one that knows the song. The guitar hums before the beat like it's waiting for my voice. Some things don't become complete, they just become a choice. I kept the demo, the unfinished little truth. The song before I knew myself had something left to prove. I kept the demo with the crack inside the tune. Maybe I was better there when I was still becoming new. Maybe I don't need to fix it. Maybe Rough is still alive. Maybe someone finished things are how we recognize. I kept the demo and the room inside it too. The song before I learned to hide what I was going through. I kept the demo with the crack inside the tune. Maybe I was better there when I was still becoming new. I kept the demo on my phone. It kept a little me alive. I didn't say your name today, I let it stay behind my teeth. But the guitar kept finding shapes that sounded like you're next to me. A minor turn, a brighter change, a little lift I didn't plan. I tried to keep the song about the weather and the passing tram, but every time the rhythm moved, it leaned the way you do. Like silence had a melody and borrowed it from you. Your name is in the chords, even when I don't sing it. It slips between the notes, like my heart still means it. Your name is in the chords, in the part I can't ignore. I leave it out on purpose and hear it even more. I told myself it's just a song, a pretty line, an easy key. But my left hand knew the places where your memory likes to be. The room was small, the light was low. Nobody knew what I had heard. How can a chord say everything without using a single word? I almost changed the ending, I almost made it new. Then one soft string kept ringing, and it sounded just like you. Your name is in the chords, even when I don't sing it.
notes, like my heart still means it. Your name is in the chords, in the part I can't ignore. I leave it out on purpose and hear it even more. Maybe this is how I keep you without asking you to stay. Not a call, not a confession, just a song that gives me away. Your name is in the chords, and I finally believe it. Some truths don't need a voice for someone else to hear it. Your name is in the chords, in the line I circle toward. I leave it out on purpose and hear it even more. I didn't say your name today. The guitar did it for me. Checked the time and looked away, like leaving was a gentle thing. I folded up the words I had and listened to the glasses ring. The band was playing under us, a slow line bending through the air. I didn't ask you not to go, I only hoped you'd hear me there. Hand was near your sleeve, the distance stayed polite, but every note between us kept holding up the night. Stay until the song ends, that's all I almost said. Let the last guitar line turn around us instead. Stay until the song ends, then you can disappear. I'm not asking for forever, just a little longer here. You smiled like you knew too much, then made your coffee last somehow. I watched the steam lose its shape, like a sentence leaving town. There are things I never say, because they change the room too fast. So I let the chorus carry what my courage couldn't ask. The drummer brushed the quiet, the bass moved under blue, and that slow guitar kept reaching for the part I hid from you. Stay until the song ends, that's all I almost said. Let the last guitar line turn around us instead. Stay until the song ends, then you can disappear. I'm not asking for just a little longer here. You checked the time and stayed until the song ends.
You caught me smiling at my phone. I turned it face down way too fast. You said, was that about me? I said, don't flatter yourself like that. But my laugh came out uneven, and the guitar knew right away. It played a little trouble in the space I couldn't play. I tried to keep it casual, I tried to look away, but every small denial had your name around the edge. Your small trouble, the kind I don't refuse. A little bit of danger in comfortable shoes. You're small trouble, and I know what that means. I say I'm only joking, then I smile between the beats. You stole a sip and gave it back like that was not a loaded thing. I rolled my eyes for safety while my heart picked up the swing. You know exactly where to stand, close enough to start a fire, far enough to call it nothing if the room gets one note higher. I almost said be careful, I almost said come near, but the rhythm did the talking before the words were clear. You're small trouble, the kind I don't refuse. A little bit of danger in comfortable shoes. You're small trouble, and I know what that means. I say I'm only joking, then I smile between the beats. This is how it happens, not a spark, not a sign, just your shoulder near my shoulder and the song falling into time. You're small trouble, the kind I don't refuse. A little bit of danger I keep walking into. You're small trouble, and I'm worse than I seem. I say I'm only joking, then I smile between the beats. You said, was that about me? I said, don't flatter yourself like that.
The chair beside me kept your shape long after everyone had gone. I didn't move it back in place. It looked too honest on its own. The waiter asked if I was done. I said, I'm waiting for the bill. But some old habit in my hands was making space for you still. The guitar walked a softer line around the words I didn't use, and every chord that passed me by left one more empty note for you. The chair beside me says what I don't say. Some people leave so quietly, the room forgets their name. The chair beside me still knows where you'd be. I'm not alone exactly, but there's a space next to me. I heard you joke before it came, the one you'd make about this song. I almost smiled into my cup, then remembered you were gone. out, it isn't always closing doors. Sometimes loss is just a seat nobody reaches for anymore. The bass moved like a slow goodbye. The lights stayed low and kind. I let the silence sit there too for one more little while. The chair beside me says what I don't say. Some people leave so quietly, the room forgets their name. The chair beside me still knows where you'd be. I'm not alone exactly, but there's a space next to me. Maybe I'll move it tomorrow. Maybe I'll let it stay. Maybe missing someone needs somewhere to place its weight. The chair beside me doesn't ask me to explain. It holds the shape of someone I still look for by mistake. The chair beside me still knows where you'd be. I'm not alone exactly, but there's a space next to me. The chair beside me kept your shape, so I let it stay that way.
I used to call it accident, the corner, the song, the time, the way you showed up laughing when I nearly changed my mind. I said the city did it, I said the weather chose, but every little maybe had our fingerprints below. The guitar fell in a pattern I had heard but never named, like a map drawn in the music to the place we both became. Nothing was random, not the way you looked at me, not the second that I noticed what I almost didn't see. Nothing was random, though we let it sound that way. Some choices wear the clothes of chance until they learn to stay. You took the longer sidewalk, I took the later train. We both had better reasons, but we ended up the same. I kept pretending lightly, you kept your story small, but the quiet knew before us there was meaning in it all. The bass moved like a secret underneath the easy talk, and one descending guitar line put the truth where we could walk. Nothing was random, not the way you looked at me, not the second that I noticed what I almost didn't see. Nothing was random, though we let it sound that way. Some choices wear the clothes of chance until they learn to stay. Maybe fate is just a tension, maybe timing has a hand. Maybe we were both arriving long before we understand. was random, not the pause before your smile, not the street that kept us walking one more unnecessary mile. Nothing was random, though we let it sound that way. Some choices wear the clothes of chance until they learn to stay. I used to call it accident. Now I know what not to say.
You said you better get going, like the words were like to hold. I nodded like a person who knew how to let things go. But right before the doorway, you turned a little slow, and there it was between us, the part we didn't know. The guitar left a silver line hanging in the air, like it wanted one more second for the truth to meet us there. It was the look before goodbye, the one that stayed too long, not enough to call you back, not too small to write a song. It was the look before goodbye, and I felt the room divide between the life I let you leave and the one I kept inside. I almost made a joke of it, I almost said your name, but some moments break too easily if you put them into frame. So I kept my hands in motion, cleared a glass that wasn't mine, while the echo of you leaving kept replaying out of time. The bass moved like a question no one asked aloud, and that soft electric shimmer wouldn't let the silence out. It was the look before goodbye, the one that stayed too long, not enough to call you back, not too small to write a song. It was the look before goodbye, and I felt the room divide between the life I let you leave and the one I kept inside. Maybe if you hadn't turned, I could call this clean, but now I know the ending had a door I didn't see. It was the look before goodbye, the one that changed the air. Not a promise, not a plea, just something almost there. It was the look before goodbye, and I still wonder why some people leave completely, except the way they use their eyes. You said you better get going, and looked back like you might not go.
I wrote the first line last night, then it wouldn't let me sleep. pager still awake. I crossed out 3 good reasons and kept 1 small mistake. It sounded too much like me, so I tried to make it plain. But the guitar kept returning to the words I couldn't change. I thought I needed distance, I thought I needed time. Then one unfinished sentence put a hand around the light. I wrote the first line last night, then it wouldn't let me sleep. Not because it sounded perfect, but because it sounded deep. I wrote the first line last night, and it knew too much of me. Sometimes one small beginning says the thing you try to keep. I made the coffee bitter, I let it cool beside the bed. The city started moving while I stayed inside my head. I wasn't chasing glory, I wasn't chasing pain, just trying to find the doorway where the honest words remain. The guitar held 1 note longer than my courage usually does, and suddenly the silence had a shape I almost loved. I wrote the first line last night, then it wouldn't let me sleep. Not because it sounded perfect, but because it sounded deep. I wrote the first line last night, and it knew too much of me. Sometimes one small beginning says the thing you try to keep. Maybe every song starts smaller than the reason it survives. Maybe truth comes in quietly and keeps you up all night. I wrote the first line last night, and I finally let it breathe. Not because it solved me, but because it stayed with me. I wrote the first line last night, now the morning sounds complete. Sometimes one small beginning says the thing you try to keep. I wrote the first line last night, then it wouldn't let me sleep.
Yeah. I came in carrying the whole day like a coat I couldn't lose. You looked up from your corner and said nothing like you knew. No advice across the table, no bright lesson in disguise. Just your mouth almost laughing like the room had changed its mind. The guitar leaned off the beat, then settled back in place, and all the weight I brought with me forgot its own name. I was half a smile away from feeling human again. You didn't fix a thing, you just let the quiet bend. I was half a smile away from putting down the day. Sometimes all it takes is someone who knows how much not to say. You push the sugar closer, though I never asked for more. Like you remembered little things I'd forgotten I was for. I told you I was fine enough. You let the sentence pass, then smiled at me sideways, and I almost told her half. The bass moved under softly like a chair pulled near the light, and the smallest kind of kindness made the whole room fit just right. I was half a smile away from feeling human again. You didn't fix a thing, you just let the quiet bend. I was half a smile away from putting down the day. Sometimes all it takes is someone who knows how much not to say. Maybe comfort isn't rescue, maybe it's a place to land. A look that doesn't hurry and a cup near someone's hand. I was half a smile away from coming back to me. You didn't make it smaller, you just made it safe to breathe. I was half a smile away from putting down the day. Sometimes all it takes is someone who knows how much not to say. You smiled like half a sunrise, and I stayed there anyway.
I talk a little louder when the table gets too full. I laugh before the question so nobody has to pull. But walking home after midnight with the city turned down low, there's a quieter version of me only empty streets seem to know. The guitar kept it simple, like it didn't need to prove that some parts of a person still have nothing left to lose. There's a quiet version of me I don't always let you see. He doesn't shine for everybody, he just wants a place to be. There's a quiet version of me walking slower than I seem, and tonight I didn't hide him in the noise of being seen. I saved a joke for later, then forgot to bring it out. Let the silence sit beside me without turning it around. Maybe I am not more honest when I explain myself too well. Maybe all the truest stories need a softer room to tell. The bass moved like a secret underneath my careful face, and one old chord reminded me I don't have to fill the space. There's a quiet version of me I don't always let you see. He doesn't shine for everybody, he just wants a place to be. There's a quiet version of me walking slower than I seem, and tonight I didn't hide him in the noise of being seen. Maybe pieces a spotlight. Maybe strength is not a sound. Maybe I can keep my edges without smoothing myself down. There's a quiet version of me, and he's closer than before. Not a shadow, not a failure, just a key to another door. There's a quiet version of me walking slower than I seem. And tonight I didn't hide him in the noise of being seen. Walking home after midnight, I sounded more like me.
Play that line again, the one that turns back near the end, like it forgot to say goodbye and came around my heart instead. I've heard 100 pretty songs that disappear before the door, but this one leaves a little thread across the room I'm reaching for. The guitar doesn't hurry, it just knows where to land, like something I once let go of coming softly to my hand. Play that line again, I'm not done feeling it. Some melodies don't ask for much, they just stay where they fit. Play that line again, let it circle back through me. I don't need a louder ending, just a reason not to leave. Maybe it's the space between the notes that makes me stay. Maybe it's the way the silence doesn't try to explain. I came here with a closing door, I thought I knew the sound of gone. Then one small nylon answer made the evening carry on. The bass moves like a heartbeat underneath the wooden glow, and every time the phrase returns, I hear something I didn't know. Play that line again, I'm not done feeling it. Some melodies don't ask for much, they just stay where they fit. Play that line again, let it circle back through me. I don't need a louder ending, just a reason not to leave. Maybe replay is not returning. Maybe it's how we understand why a moment that was passing still keeps reaching for our hand. Play that line again, let the room remember me. Not the version rushing forward, but the one who learned to breathe. Play that line again, let it circle